Hi everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I am here with our March online class, and this is card number 3. And we are using the Petal Park bundle, and then we are using the Sentimental Park stamp set for these cards. So this is the card that we're going to make. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I just love it. So what we're going to do is you're going to get your base card, get all our parts out here. First of all, we can put some of this stuff together. So you're going to get your base card. You're going to fold it right in half. And then give it a good score with your bone folder. I really recommend a bone folder. It really gives it a nice score, and it keeps your card flat when you're working with your cards, and it helps for working on your cards. So one thing you can do is you have 2 squares, and you can attach these 2 pieces together. Just like, well, actually, no, you can't. Do not attach them together. Good thing you did not watch that. These 2 you can attach together. If you did watch that, I hope you didn't do that. And these 2 you can attach together. Okay? Just like so. And then these 2, we need to bring in the trimmer. Let's see. Let's put it here. Get this out of our way. So this one's going to be a little tricky because it's sticky, but I'm going to use it anyways. It might just stick to my board. You're going to take this and you're going to put point to point on the little cutter. Okay? And then because this is stuck, I'm going to start, and you may want to do this too. Start in the middle. Just like put it here and start in the middle, because sometimes the blade will catch on the ends of these and it will rip them when it's with the thinner paper. Sometimes it does it with the cardstock too. So I just push my blade down in the middle and I go to one end to one end, just like that. Now I'm going to get this little spatula and I'm going to peel these off. Well, that was a save. There we go. Now yours wouldn't have to do that if you didn't put the sticky on it like I did it beforehand. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to line this one up point to point. We are going to stick this down. Oops. Now we'll line it point to point. Put this in the middle. And then push this down. And then push down and then cut. It just goes through your blade a lot better. The reason why I didn't want you to put them together and then cut them, let's add some snail to this card, is because I want you to have a little border around all of them. And if you had put these together, there would not have been a border here. And I wanted you to have a little border around the whole thing. So if you don't care, I guess you could put it together, but I wanted the border all the way around it. So that's why I did that. Now you're going to have 2 of these. You're only going to need 1. So you could keep this other one and make another card with it. Oh, I don't have anything on here. I'm like, why isn't this? Because I caught myself and quit doing it. Okay. There we go. So this is just an extra one, so you don't really need those 2 pieces. All right, we're done with the trimmer. So now we're going to bring all our pieces back in. So we've attached these 2 pieces together, and now we're going to take and we're going to put this piece across the center the best we can. So get some, run the snail. Now you can line this up perfectly if you want and figure out where the center is, or you can eyeball it like I do. And I just eyeball the edge to the edge. Try to make sure it's center, and I put it on there. Now we're not going to attach anything else yet till we're done with the stamping. So we're just going to set all our parts, all these parts aside. Okay, and let's bring in our stamping. So I'm using Shaded Spruce, Balmy Blue, and Night of Navy for this card. So I'm going to bring in the Shaded Spruce, and we are going to be using these big flowers that are in this set. Okay, so what you're going to do, a couple things that I found. You need to just, this first one, just lay it down. Just lay it down like that. Just lay it down how you like it. But don't try to form it, put it where you want it. Just lay it down. And then we're going to stamp this one up in the Shaded Spruce. Now, when I'm stamping, I'm putting this here and I'm stamping like this. Because I find the bigger the block, the easier it is to stamp it that way. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp this right down on the card. Just like so. Okay? I did it just like that. Give it a good push. Alright. Now we're done with this. Now this next one that goes on top of this one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I found that if you placed this one down like this, kind of lined up your little spots that all have to be like that, then take your block and put it on top. It picks it up, but it also will help you when you're going to line it down because it's more straight. So we're going to take the Shaded Spruce, okay, and you guessed it, we're going to stamp off. And then we are going to bring this piece in. And now we're just going to line up, and everything should. If it's not perfect, it's okay. That's what these stamps are, this design of stamps is meant for. But I'm just showing you how you can get it almost perfect. And there you go. That is so cool. I just love it. So now we're done with this color. And now we're going to bring in the Night of Navy. Now, again, this one we have on here. And we're going to stamp it up. And if you kind of look in here, this one petal kind of lines up with the stamps here. So you just line them up in there the way you want them, and then stamp down. Just like that. See, isn't that cool? And then we're gonna come in with the Balmy Blue this time. And we're gonna stamp it up. Now you could decide if you want to stamp it off or not. You don't have to here, but I even like the paler look, so I do stamp it off. I stamp it off, and then I'm just going to line these two, or this up. And I'm just going to put it down, just like that. So there we have it. And then we got to go back, I closed it up, forgot. We got to go back to the Night of Navy. And I put the word love here. You could probably fit word thanks. I just wanted something cursive-y. You could still give this to anybody. It's just a design on the front of the card. Could still be used for any occasion. And I just put that on there just like that. So that's what I did for the stamping. Now we're going to bring this piece in, the Balmy Blue piece, and we're going to add glue to, or adhesive, and we're going to attach it right here. And there's just a hairline, a 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch around this. Now, I used a mock-up thing because that's how I did it. I kind of put this down here. Then I went ahead and I put this to see about how far I wanted it. And then I put this here in the corner. So the first thing I did is I took this out, and I'm going to put my adhesive on it while it's still in this kind of temporarily position. And I'm just making sure these are right where I want them, and they are. And then I kind of bring this in, tuck it down, and then when I think I've got it down, I don't want it down too far, but I don't want it up too far. And I did that. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm only going to put a little bit of adhesive right here. You'll see why in a second. And I'm going to leave this right here where I've got it. And then I'm going to put this in the position where I want it down here. I'll push down in that corner. Then I'm going to pick this up, flip it over, and we're going to add dimensionals. I got some different scrap pieces in here. I should have got them out. But I kind of want to, well, I guess I don't. I just have this piece. So we will use this piece up. All right. And then we will start putting down dimensions. And then we're going to bring this back over here. Kind of try to get it straight. And then I'm going to put it down just like that. And then we're going to bring in the milky dots. And these are the blue ones. This is okay. And a pokey tool. I put a great big one right here. I put another bigger one right here. Put one of the littler ones here. And then right down here along this edge, I started with a smaller one, or a big one, and then I put 3 tiny ones right up along the edge here. Ooh, kind of keeping them in a row. Oh, that one doesn't want to stay where I want it to stay. There we go. And that's what I did for our third card. And I will be back with card number 4.